Jurassic World Rebirth, the 7th film in the Jurassic franchise. But is it lucky number 7? Sadly, in the words of Dr. Malcolm, it is one big pile of dino droppings. It's called Rebirth, but let's be honest here. There are a lot of R words that could describe this film. Rehash, retread, ridiculous, redundancy, regurgitation. And that is unfortunate for me, because this was the only film I was really looking forward to this year. I thought I had successfully tempered my expectations, knowing how little screen time Gareth Edwards gave Godzilla or me in Rogue One. So I knew the dinosaurs would be used sparingly, which would have been fine if the plot and characters had held up. After all, the original Jurassic Park only has about 15 minutes of dinosaur screen time. But unfortunately, the screenplay for this film leaves much to be desired. The marketing campaign didn't do them any favors either. The trailers spoil everything from major sequences to character deaths, leaving no excitement or surprises for the audience in theaters. The plot of the movie is simple. Evil rich guy hires Black Widow and her crew of idiots to go to another island with dinosaurs, no fences this time, and they're gonna send in people, very few people, on the ground, to play the most dangerous game of Pokemon Go of all time, collecting dino DNA from the biggest land, sea, and air dinosaurs. But speaking of dinos, when they do show up, at least they're wizard, right? Hey kids, are you excited to see Velociraptor? You know, the most iconic dinosaur of the franchise next to T-Rex. Well, joke's on you, stupid, because it only gets a grand total of about 10 seconds of screen time before it gets totally punked by one of Gareth Edwards' stupid mutant flying Skeksis. CGI is expensive and time-consuming, and that's what you're gonna waste time on? There's only a finite amount of memory here. Gotta compile for half an hour, it's gonna use a lot of computing cycles. And every time one of these things showed up, I couldn't help but think, now you do eventually intend to have some dinosaurs in your dinosaur movie, yes? To be fair, the T-Rex river raft scene is pretty wizard, although they basically showed the whole thing on the trailers. But I gotta say, what the crap did InGen make that raft out of? T-Rex has a bite force of 12,800 psi, enough to crush a car, and it couldn't bite through a rubber raft to eat a kid? The film also tries to recapture the wonder of the Brachiosaur scene from the first Jurassic Park, as Black Widow and her team goes into the long grass, something any true Jurassic Park fan knows you're never supposed to do, to find the Titanosaurus. For those of you who don't know, Titanosaurus were the largest land animals to walk the planet. And you're telling me they can lay down and hide like some kind of dinosaur ninja in grass that only comes up to Scarlett Johansson's waist? She's 5'3". I'm calling bullcrap on that. That's some bantha poodoo right there. I really wanted to love this movie, or at the very least, enjoy it more than the other Jurassic World films. But everything from the characters to the writing felt so generic and pointless. There were no stakes, no themes, no character arcs of any kind. Even the film's title has nothing to do with the story, beyond a marketing rebrand after the critical reception of Dominion. In short, they were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should. Those of you who have seen the film may have noticed I haven't even touched on the worst part of the movie, the annoying family. Interestingly, all of the narrative and thematic failures of this film are perfectly encapsulated in their subplot. In the original Jurassic Park, Dr. Alan Grant goes on a journey. He learns to embrace the idea of fatherhood, protecting Lex and Tim. He had a meaningful character arc. This family, however, is completely inconsequential to the story. Once more, none of them grow, none of them change. Their story begins in a boat in mosasaur-infested waters, and their story ends in a smaller boat in mosasaur-infested waters. Nothing is learned, nothing is earned. A perfect metaphor for this entire film. In the end, Jurassic World Rebirth is frustratingly pointless. Much like the Distortus Rex itself, it is a muddled science experiment gone wrong. A Frankenstein's monster stitched together from a patchwork of much better films, regurgitating scenes and elements from Jurassic Park 1, 2, and 3, as well as Jaws, Aliens, Predator, Indiana Jones, Deep Blue Sea, and even E.T., as the little girl befriends a weird creature, offering it some product placement candy. But hey, at least this one didn't have any locusts in it. So there's that, I guess. Before we go, I want to take a moment to thank my coffee supporters. You guys help make the magic happen around here, and you're totally wizard. Until next time, this has been Vader Reviews, and always remember, you don't know the power of the dark side.